Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a really big announcement that's basically going and saving up all the restocks and restock markets, especially now in regards to the GPUs. Now, at least for you guys, when it comes to this stuff, I'm sure a lot of you guys are still trying to get GPUs and other various things too as well, such as like, PS5, Xboxes, Switches, whatever it is. But this one's actually a very unique feature and brand new product that basically should hopefully go and save a lot of the market. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys also know a lot about things about like crypto mining and other various things too as well, where basically for that you go and you go use graphics cards, you basically utilize them to go and save money, make money, mine Ethereum, mine Bitcoin, mine various altcoins, and that's kind of a big reason why a lot of folks are basically buying up stock for all these various GPUs. So they set up bots and try to buy mine out. But for this actually might be a huge fix for a lot of these markets. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have our PS5 giveaway going on too as well. We have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc digital console controller. We have the Samsung links down below for the SSDs, especially if you guys are up on PC, the Twitter and Twitch room down below, and sign up for that Webull and Coinbase in case you guys are going to hang out over there. But overall, this is actually kind of cool news to go and talk about this, so let's go and talk about it. So this is regards now of Intel, who has been slowly kind of going and scheming their way into brand new features. So for this, we have an official announcement based on the fact that Intel is now about to go and launch its own Bitcoin and other various cryptocurrency mining chips. And you guys might be kind of curious on why this might be really good in terms of markets, in terms of GPUs and everything. I'm sure you guys will probably go and probably understand, but the one big thing is the fact of if people are not buying GPUs like the 3060, 70, 80, 90, 80, 3080 Ti's, whatever it is, if they're buying these different types of projects themselves, first and foremost, it's really good for Intel because they're making money. It also is kind of divvying out their different types of semiconductors and various internal chips into these more products. And as well, it just kind of separates up from gamers, which ideally, gaming is the more important part for this, at least for all of us watching this video, versus crypto miners themselves. So let's go talk about this. So in regards to this, Intel is all set now to officially launch its Bitcoin mining chips. So it also has the nice little key takeaways too. I'm going to talk about the ramble on this a little bit too as well. But basically the big takeaway for this is Intel is now aiming to go develop blockchain technology by using scalable and also sustainable solutions. So one big thing on this, when it comes to this, like, so you have like a GPU, you have an ASCII miner, which is like just more of a, I imagine like a big crypto miner type thing. Anything that people can go and utilize that are not just pure GPUs, although the current 3000 series GPUs are very efficient in terms of like their power efficiency and everything else. The big thing to kind of go and have a takeaway with it is that they are taken away from gamers. There's bots, like the Best Buy drop was still heavily botted. People are running programs 24/7 because there's a third-party resale price. And people are still able to go make money, just like for normal scalpers and botters is like kind of how they do it for the PS5 and Xboxes. They can still make money from it. But as well, there's also big supply where folks want to go start mining various different types of cryptocurrencies. So the things they want to go mine Bitcoin or Ethereum, they're going to be using the most efficient cards. So think like the 3070, 3080, 3090s, 3080 Ti's. So this is why having a brand new product being specifically developed to go and fix this market is a huge thing. Mainly because there's just a lot of issues when it comes to GPUs. And if you have a product that's more efficient, potentially even cost less, all the crypto miners are going to be buying that instead. Now, as well as some of the really big things such as the Argo blockchain, Block, and Grid have already become big customers. So these are really big, both cryptocurrency and mainstream investment places that could be basically go utilize this to go make and secure money. This also has Intel claiming to outperform the SHA-256 too as well. So with all the big companies now officially stepping into the world of crypto and blockchain technology, Intel has also officially announced on its official website, which I'll show you guys up in a second, that the company is now ready to play its part in its blockchain development by transforming the technology into something more so sustainable as well. Which is also kind of a big thing too, because I think a lot of people critique it when it comes to the official releases of, say, like mining Bitcoin, that it's not good for the world, not good for the environment, using up useless amounts of technology. So if you have these really big microchip type companies basically going and saying we'll make it more efficient, use less energy, and also kind of take away cards from the GPU markets, that's some really huge news as well. So basically, Intel is planning to do so with the help of energy efficient accelerators, and it will also engage and promote an open and secure blockchain ecosystem. In its message, Intel has acknowledged that blockchain can empower content creators to own what they're creating. And a few days earlier as well, Lens Protocol took a similar stance where they shared their plan of creating user-owned social platforms too as well. So this is kind of cool. So basically we'll be shipping their accelerator this year, and they also already have Argo blockchain, Block, which is basically Square, like this kind of just really huge tech-based company worth billions of dollars, and Grid infrastructure already on board as big customers who basically are in that same boat where they want to have good sustainability, they want to have it be long term, and all that stuff too mixed on in. Now, as well, they're also very aware of mass computing power required by blockchains. So for this, basically the customer's request to leverage scalability and sustainability, they also have their architecture on more of like a tinier piece of stuff too as well. So basically this is kind of just making sure that they know it's going to be efficient, they know it's going to be a good card, and they also know that's going to be worthwhile to go and buy because you basically get to make more money off it. Intel's also claimed its Bitcoin mining chip. It says, "We expect that our circuit innovators will deliver a blockchain accelerator that has over 1,000% better performance per watt than mainstream GPUs for the SHA-256 based mining." So basically, this is just in regards to them stating that compared to, say, a GPU or any other, like, like a Ryzen GPU, like a 3000 series GPU, that it will be way more efficient, way more better performance, and if you really want to go mine various types of cryptocurrency, they'd rather you have go with that instead. Which, once again, this is a huge thing for the GPU market, because if you're playing for games, you have to have have to have various stuff like video RAM, you have to have the actual GPU itself, has to be efficient on it, and you also have to kind of tie on in with everything else, like the motherboard, the CPU, etc., and all these gaming companies have to optimize for the specific GPUs you have. So now if you have a pure mining chip, this is also based from Intel. Like, I'm sure you guys know, Intel is a massive chip supplier, so they would know what they're doing. So when it comes to Intel itself, it makes a lot of sense that they want to focus on this crypto market, because that's a huge developing market where they can make millions, if not billions of dollars, specifically making products just for people mining on that. And the fact that they already have multiple big, huge businesses such as Argo and Block especially, that's a huge thing, really, because they want to go for the long term. They want to develop stuff. They want to specifically make it. And as time goes on, it'll keep on getting better and better and better. So thankfully, this will be pretty cool. However, Intel does go and say as well, it can outperform the SH-256 as it's invested in basically decades to source reliability cryptography, hashing techniques, and ultra low voltage circuits. So as you guys can even kind of see the chips over here too as well. They kind of had like an official statement basically saying on like, how digital computing basically is like a big next step in the world, how cryptocurrencies can get huge, how blockchain technology has the potential to basically go enable everyone to own much of a digital content and services they create. A lot of folks are basically saying this is like the big twisting point where we went from internet point 1 to internet point 2. And that's why a lot of folks keep on saying like the metaverse and web 3.0 are kind of like a big future of involvement in crypto and all that type of stuff. And this is really big because they keep on making sources even stating that they are basically mindful on some of the blockchain require like huge amounts of resources over here, which basically meant like to a lot of big waste when it comes to energy, and they want the scalable solutions, they want the long-term solutions too as well, which makes sense. They want their best to have like a brand new unique market, and there's not a lot of these big chip suppliers and semiconductor producers and all the stuff out there to be able to go utilize and save people money, but also save the environment too as well. And I do think that's a really big factor when it comes to, say, like NFTs and other various cryptocurrencies, is it is slowly destroying the environment. There's a lot of environmental concerns, and rightfully so. If you have to go and use like millions upon jillions of bazillions of gigawatts to basically go power up these mining blocks, it's kind of a big deal. You have to make sure it's going to be working and efficient, and that's kind of a big issue as of now. So at least on the bright side, this should be saving a lot of GPUs. If they're making cards specifically just for mining, and I think we've even had Nvidia as well have similar sets for it, this should be saving the GPUs. This should be saving a lot of their restocks, and ideally one of this is fully out. Hopefully for the 4000 series cards will also be a little bit easier for us to go get, but even now this will be a little bit better even for like the 3000 series cards too as well, mixed on in. So I'm happy with this. I think this is really good news, really hype news, and where we have big companies like Intel setting the pace, that usually means a lot of other big companies will also be following right afterwards. So kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below. I personally think this is huge news. I personally think this is great news, and I love seeing big businesses kind of taking that first initial step to make sure that crypto ecosystem is both safe but also sustainable and also scalable as well for the future. So all around really cool stuff, really great news for GPUs, really good stuff for crypto mining as well if you're into that. And as well, I just think it's kind of cool to go and see. I like seeing brand new products being developed, and especially when it's come from a huge company like Intel, is kind of going to be kind of big. So also it might also be kind of good too as well for the GPUs, PS5s, and all that as well, because less big semiconductor pushes for it might also broaden up some more extra chips available for them too as well. So give me your thoughts and comments down below if you guys think it's good, if it's bad, or whatever. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below, and check out those Samsung SSDs down below and those Weebles and Coinbases. And like I said, give me your thoughts and comments down below as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys all so much for chilling.